Okay, this is day 4 of laser treatment, and I'm due to wash my face in about an hour, but I thought I'd show you what it looks like with the Vaseline on and things like that. This cheek is gone like a yellow all over today when I woke up. This cheek is also yellow, but it's gone a lot pinker colour. It's not so red and angry looking anymore, it's just a pink. And this one up here looks really good. I'm really happy with the results so far for just day 5 into it. It's really uncomfortable. It's really gross to clean it and to maintain it and to look at it, but I'm hoping by about next week I'll be able to go out a bit more and just have my normal routine back, really, because I'm getting a bit fed up of just washing my face and just being around the house. It's a bit boring. But yeah, I'm really impressed with the results, and yeah, it doesn't look that nice, to be honest, but it's all normal. All the yellowy tinge, the exudate, that's the word that I remembered, that's all normal. The swelling has gone down a lot, so I can move my face a bit more, like, and don't have to, I can like eat properly, because like whereas a couple of days ago when I used to eat and talk, it felt like my face was stretching because it feels tight, but that's going down more and more, so I feel a lot better that I can speak properly and things. Today it's quite itchy. Yesterday, after I did the video, so I didn't really say it in the video, but yesterday it was really itchy. I think it was probably the itchiest it's ever been, but it's important to not scratch it. If you feel like it's itchy, don't scratch it, because otherwise you'll damage the new skin coming through and you could cause more scarring, and plus it might hurt, and can lead to infection if you touch it. Today it's still itchy. I've read some more reviews, and I've heard some people have, what's the name of it? I've heard some people have been able to get some, like a cream or something, and you put it on your face and it helps with the itching, it soothes the itching. And I'm debating whether to get that, but it's not that bad yet. If I'm busy doing something, I hardly notice it, but if I'm sat still, I'm kind of like, just want to get it, you know, just want to scratch it. But it's alright so far, and like I said, just a bit uncomfortable and a bit bored. I shouldn't really complain, really, when I've wanted this for like a year, but oh well. Yeah, I've just been reading a lot of reviews, and it's quite sad, really, because I have always been looking at reviews even before I wanted this treatment, but there's so many people having bad procedures, like not having very successful treatments and things, and it just makes me feel sad for them, like to think that they've spent all that money and wanted it all their life and it's gone wrong for them. But it is important to make sure that you properly research. Like, it took me a year to properly research, you know. I've been looking at reviews, phoning people, looking on the internet, looking at videos, everything. And I went to my doctor and said if he knew anybody, and he basically said you have to refer yourself. The doctors don't refer you. Well, this is what it's like in the UK. The doctors don't refer you. You go and find somewhere yourself. So I was more worried in that respect, because I was kind of like, I kind of want some kind of help in it, because it's such a big thing, you know, big surgical thing. And I found out this doctor who I heard of. I asked my doctor if he knew him, and he gave me this number. But my doctors where I live, I don't really rely on them 100%. Like the one that I went to, I've had before when I had acne, and he's not very sympathetic, he's not very understanding. When I told him I was having laser treatment, he sort of just made out that, well, if you can cover it with makeup, what's the problem, sort of thing, which made me think, oh, well, you obviously don't get it, you know. So anyway, he gave me this number and I rang them up, but it said, but I got through to this woman who's a receptionist, and I said, oh, is this doctor here? And she said, no, there isn't a doctor of that name here. My heart just sank, and I was like, well, that's typical, isn't it? But then this helpful lady said, but I can find other consultants for you that do laser treatment through the hospital. And I said, oh yes, please. And she gave me some numbers and things like that. But if I had went to go through to the hospital, I would have been on a waiting list, and it would have cost me about £3,000 to have had it done, which is just small areas. So I think that's quite a lot of money for me. But I rang up this one number, and it was this physician who works in the hospital and also has his own private clinic of his own in 2 different areas. And he was great, and I only had to pay £1,200, which I thought wasn't that bad. Like, I thought it'd be more than that, really, because I thought I needed more than one treatment, but I only needed one. So I thought that was great, but it took me a while to find. That was just a luck thing, but before all that, it took me a while to find somebody. Like, I even looked on the internet for places, and there was places down this one road near where I lived, and it said it did it, but it didn't have any of the doctors' medical certificates on the website. It just had the prices and where it was. It didn't have any reviews, pictures, nothing. And the cost was like something like £100. And I knew straight away, that just doesn't sound right, you know. And I think it's sad that they would even do that. They would even put something like that for a cheap amount and have people come to them, and they're not actually doing what they said they would. But yeah, so just be careful if you are looking to find somebody, and if you do live in the same area of me in the UK, then I can give you the doctor's name if you want it or whatever. But yeah, just be careful when you're trying to find a physician and you're doing your research. Make sure you've got a set of questions when you go and ask them, because it's very easy for them to just be smiling and be like, right, yeah, you know, we'll take you through, it'll be fine. You know, if you have questions of what you want to say to them, like, oh, what is the percentage rate of improvement? Have you had anybody else with acne scarring come here? Things like that, you know. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say, really, just a little update and just saying what I've been looking at. And And some people have put reviews like trying to sort of, it kind of annoys me because you get the one review which is like really sad and like they've had a really bad experience and they feel sad about it and they feel like it's a waste of money, blah blah. But then you get the odd people, sorry, just tapping it, sorry, that are just stupid. That, like, I'm sorry to be rude, but they put reviews on there and it's sort of like they're trying to scare you. Like, there's this one person on there, on this website, and she said, oh, I've had acne for ages, got the scars, and I'm on day 4 now, and if I'd known that this was what it was going to be like after the procedure, I would never have had it done. And she was really, you know, exclamation marks, capital letters, you know, really like scaring people who are reading it. And I just thought, well, that's what happens when you don't do your research, you know? Like, I did my research, I knew that there was going to be yellow goopy stuff, but I didn't know to the extent how goopy it was going to be. Like, this one cheek's really goopy, but I'm fine with it. I mean, it's uncomfortable and everything, but, you know, to put a review and something like that, I just think that's just a bit silly myself. Like, I may be wrong, but I just think that's a bit rude to have put that when somebody's, you know, trying to make themselves feel assured and want to do something, and they find this review, and then, because you'll always focus on the negative reviews, you won't really focus on the positive reviews like I used to do. I used to find one review and think, oh, I'm not having it done. But then, you know, you keep finding research, you keep finding pictures and videos of people and things like that, and you think, actually, I think it might be worth it for me, you know? But yeah, so keep looking at the positive reviews. Like, some people, they put negative, bad reviews, and then when you ask them how much they paid, and it's something like £200 or something for like a whole full face, well, there's your answer then, because it doesn't seem very professional. You know, laser treatment is a very popular thing. It's also very effective when used properly, and it is a laser. It's a massive machine. It's gonna cost quite a lot. You know, just make sure that you look into it fully, I think. But yeah, that's what I want to say. I'll put another video in tomorrow, and I'll also put links in the videos of photos of like previous photos, so you can see it, of like photos of when I had my acne when I was younger, when I look silly, because of looking so young, and I'll put photos of the scars as well. So yeah, alright. Oh, and another thing that I didn't mention, I'll put at the end of this video, I've just washed it. I've put the Vaseline stuff on it, petroleum jelly, and on this day you'll find oh hi. Hiya. You'll find that your skin will peel off, but try not to pick it, otherwise it will hurt and cause scarring. I can't remember whether I mentioned it or not, but I have like a massive bit here, all along here, that's skin, and it's just literally hanging off. But try not to pick it, as tempting as it may be. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say.